I don't think you get it. You tell me why.
Improving, sir. And
improving how? You're smoking last night.
You will never do it.
I would never do it again. Like, it's
either going to end up in prison or in a casket.
This is so hard. I told him I was only messing up at work because of this.
Don't shake your head because you have no idea. You think you know too much. But I'm going to show you about what you do know. You have nobody to blame for this, but...
All right, guys. This entitled kid strolls into court, grinning like he's about to get a light slap on the wrist. But reality hits hard. He's actually staring down a possible life sentence for viciously beating his girlfriend. And trust me, the details, absolutely brutal. His entire defense boils down to, but I'm only 18. This is my first charge. Seriously. He can't even fake being sorry without his lawyer feeding him lines like it's high school theater. You can literally see the arrogance drain from his face as Judge Simpson tears him apart, step by step. Honestly, this hearing was a total masterclass from the judge. But tell me in the comments, what sentence do you think this kid actually deserves? Let's break it down and watch.
In fact, I'm just going to guess. I don't know your mom, but I'm just going to guess she's probably told you not to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you don't listen to her, and you're not listening to me or the court. You just want to play by your own rules, don't you?
No, sir. No, I don't.
Because otherwise you wouldn't have done it last night. Hey, man, how old are you?
18 now.
When was your birthday?
December 21st, 2006. It's my birthday.
So we turned 18 this, as I told the court, it was charged originally in a juvenile matter, and then it was dismissed and they recharged as adult.
You understand, young man, that you are facing a life offense.
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. And it's taken a lot for me to realize what position I am in, and
I don't think you get it. You found yourself in a position where maximum penalty is life or any term of years. Have you graduated high school?
No, sir.
No, you haven't even graduated high school and you're facing a life offense. And then somebody just gives you some simple rules to follow, some simple things not to do. And you can't do that. You can't follow your mother's rules. You can't follow the court's rules. You can't follow any rule. So you tell me why, if you're just going to throw away your life, why I shouldn't just lock you up right now?
No.
You tell me why.
Improving, sir. And
improving how? You're smoking last night. Tell me how that's an improvement.
I do it. I'm gonna tell you, I usually need to study or focus study, and it helps me focus while studying. I listen to music, and I honestly no harm for it. And
you will never do it.
I would never do it again. I can quit whenever I'm not addicted to it or anything. I just like it because it helped me study.
I like the grades.
I got good. My grades are improved now. Back since I've been out. I've been having.
Did you tell your mother you needed something to help you study?
I said I prefer. I actually.
Did you tell your mother that?
No. No, sir.
Because you're just so grown, you took it on your own.
Sorry. I was trying to do things on my own, and clearly I messed up. And this just shows that I need my mother to supervise me and to.
You're not listening to her. I don't, and I'll be honest with you, I went through the bond form, Mr. McGoes. I don't understand how he has a PR bond. I don't.
So the family would not be able to make a high cash bond or a significant money bond. He came to the court with no prior history of any misconduct. He is high school senior, on track to graduate. I explained to the magistrate how the family has all come together to take care of this, help assist this young man through this time. He's on a tether on house arrest. All he is able to do is go to school and church. And I believe those are the two places that he's gone to.
Yeah, those are two places that I've only been.
He is not a risk of committing any offenses. He's not a risk of
Yes, he is.
any.
Because he did it already.
It's possible, and not to excuse anything here, Judge, but it's possible that I didn't explain the conditions sufficiently to this young man.
How's that feel with your sword in your chest?
I don't think I understand the court.
I don't mind attorneys falling on the sword for their client,
Thank
but
you.
this young man is not listening.
Up, guys. This attorney is working overtime trying to paint this kid as some innocent first-time offender. But let's be honest, nobody's buying it. This isn't some small mistake you clean up with a little community service. We're talking about brutal assault. Here his girlfriend was beaten so badly she needed serious medical treatment. And here's the kicker. After getting charged, this genius decided to smoke weed the day before his court date. That right there shows he's nowhere near ready to be out in the world. He rolled into court smirking, probably thinking the judge would go easy on him. Spoiler, that smirk's about to vanish fast. He's playing clueless while his lawyer feeds him lines like a school play. But nobody's forgetting how serious this case is. Be honest, do you think life in prison is too harsh? Or does this kid deserve every second? Drop your thoughts in the comments.
He is not. He is just going to decide to do things his way. And I think his problem is he's running to the wrong judge to try to do stuff his own way.
Understood, Judge. I would suggest that perhaps if he were to test regularly and prove to Your Honor that he does respect the court, does understand what he needs to do.
You know, Mr. Margolis, I don't mean to interrupt you.
No worries.
It's almost not so much about respecting the court, although I do require that. But you know, I'm sitting up there watching on the Zoom screen and I see his mom just standing beside her child. And it's the fact that you don't respect her that is really irritating me. And because of that, you're not even doing the things to respect yourself. You're an 18-year-old kid up here facing life for what? And again, I don't know your mom, but you got these charges come up, you got your mom scared to death.
If Your Honor would like to speak with her, she'd be more than happy to talk to the court. Right?
I'll tell you what, I'll hear from mom on my exam.
Your Honor, and I probably mentioned this already, but he's in his last semester. My concern is that if he's detained for long
Oh, I
period-
know.
Yeah, I know Your Honor knows.
I know.
I just wanted to put that out there. And he,
You know what? If I don't care about his education, about his life, what if he doesn't care, why should I?
I think he does care. I think he's just made some mistakes, and
He's
improved.
not listening.
He's never talked to you before,
Oh, I can tell.
meaning he's listening to you, Judge.
Mom, is there anything you want to say? I know this is not. Excuse me one moment.
Oh, yes. Please.
Let me see where he wants her to speak. Step back there for us.
Put him over there with you, Alan, and then mom can come up so I can hear her. State your name.
Nicole Barrow.
All right. What do you
Thank
want?
Um,
What do you want to tell me?
I know most moms will say that they have like a good kid and they give you this long spiel and then they do something bad and they're like, oh no, you should believe it. But when I tell you, like, I'm in shock, utter shock. he was really a good kid and still is. I did not know. I knew he had a vape, but it wasn't marijuana. And I did tell him it was bad for his lungs. Prior to that, he was my only child that I knew for sure was going somewhere. He's never smoked, never been in any trouble. Him and his brother had started a business where they were selling hoodies in school. He would even be the one, helping me around the house. He's got a brother 16 months apart from him. I moved up to Ann Arbor 8 years ago so that he could go to a baccalaureate school because my two oldest children went to Cass Tech. His older brother went to Eastern and somebody laced his weed and sent him on a trip. By the grace of God, he came back. He's got a degree now. He's going to U of M this fall for software engineering. He even got a STEM scholarship. So that was the example that I was showing my younger children. Don't smoke weed. Don't hang out with these kids. Started hanging with some new kids that were older than him in college. And then I think turning 18, he thought he could,
Just
be
thought he was
rebellious and grown.
Yeah.
Yeah. And not knowing. I just asked that the court show mercy. And I know this isn't something light or to be taken lightly, the charges that he's facing. We don't consider it lightly. We come from a good background. Our family, civil rights activists. I don't know if you ever heard of Willie Barrow,
Okay.
my aunt.
Yes.
Joe Lewis, my great uncle. I'm doing well at Blue Cross. I'm making a name for myself with the CEO. I'm back in school.
Ma'am,
So he comes
let
from a
me
good
stop
family.
there.
I'm sorry.
I do not doubt that at all.
Yeah. So this is hard.
I do not doubt that you as a mom have tried to do everything within your power to give him the tools and everything else so he could succeed.
Guys, this part honestly hit me hard. You've got his mom sitting there in court, completely drained, probably losing sleep night after night, watching her son self-destruct, and instead of lifting her up, he's dragging her straight down with him. She's standing there crying, begging the judge to show him mercy, when he's the one who put her in that heartbreaking position. Think about it, this woman carried him, raised him, and now she's forced to watch him face life in prison for something he chose to do. It's not just stressful, it's heartbreaking on a whole other level. Now, I'm not saying he needs life in prison, but this kid clearly needs a serious wake-up call. Maybe a year or two locked up would finally snap him out of this entitled mindset. But here's the real question, do you blame the mom for how he turned out? And even if you do, can you honestly say you don't feel at least a little bad for her? Let me know.
That is not a doubt. Like I said, I don't know you, but when I saw you on the screen, it wouldn't be easy for you, but if you just walked away from your kid that might have done wrong, I don't know that anybody would blame you necessarily. You didn't do that. You were standing cheek to cheek with him.
Yeah.
So understand any decision that I make, it's no reflection on you.
Sure. I understand.
But what I also understand is I've been doing this long enough to realize if he keeps getting away with this stuff, he's either going to end up in prison or in a casket. Don't shake your head because you have no idea. You think you know too much, but I'm going to show you about what you do know. Mom, is there anything else you want to tell me?
He thought marijuana was legal and he could do that. And then they didn't tell us the probation. I knew it's wrong, but they didn't give us restrictions or to anything to him. And I think he didn't know it because that's what he said coming in. I know it's not helpful.
I got you.
I thank you for allowing me.
His bond conditions are what the bond conditions are. I understand they may not have told him, but you told him.
Yeah,
He knew.
I did tell him. And I just asked if you do makeup on, can you make it affordable for me? It's just me. And then I've been missing work already. I've missed almost a month. They're on me. I got to go meet with my HR on Monday about my job. This is so hard. I told him I was only messing up at work because of this. I thought I could handle it.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, do not apologize.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
You're fine.
What time's your appointment on Monday?
In the morning when I go to work at 8 a.m. I work in Medicare Advantage out of the Blue Cross. It'll be 2 years in May.
What time do you get out of work?
4:30. Your Honor.
All right. Okay. And you work, how far is it from your work to here?
Oh, it takes me about 45 minutes.
To get here?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, the people's original request was for $25,000. That was before the people were aware of the new violation with the marijuana. This time, people will be requesting refunded for the violation. I know the court indicated I've gone through the bond request form. I know my colleague did a fantastic job outlining all the facts. I did just want to again emphasize the severe injuries and assault that occurred on one of the victims here with the broken nose, chipped tooth. She was bitten in her hand as she was trying to fight the defendant for control of the car keys. I think remand is appropriate at this time.
I have nothing additional to add, Judge. This isn't the time to talk about the facts. We do have compelling defense to this case, but I'm not going to get into them now. This is a first offense, first charge of the lifetime for this young man. The family does not have money to pay a high bond. I would, if Your Honor was going to change the bond, I would suggest something in the range of 10 to 25,000, 10% if possible.
But if I make it higher than that, then the family doesn't have it. And then he doesn't graduate.
Correct.
And everything's a mess.
Correct.
This whole hearing feels like one giant guilt trip aimed straight at the judge. Honestly, props to the attorney he's out here giving what might be the best Oscar-worthy performance of his life. And yeah, the mom's breaking down in tears. But none of that changes what actually happened to the victim. Let's not sugarcoat. If this girl wasn't just hurt, she was absolutely destroyed, both physically and emotionally. And now this kid's sitting there begging for mercy right after getting busted smoking weed the day before court. Seriously? That tells you everything. Can see he still doesn't get it? I don't care how many people cry for him. Consequences need to hit hard. But what about you guys? Do you think that little courtroom performance swayed anyone? Or are you like me seeing right through it? Let me know down in the comments.
Hey, man, anything you want to say?
Hold me. I just want to say that I do learn from my mistakes. I'm getting closer to God. I know I do look at my mistakes, and I know it impacts my family, and I know it impacts my mother, and it really breaks my heart. I've been improving. I've been improving in school, my business. I'm helping opening up a business today, actually, for pregnant women, for a pregnancy pillow. I'm trying to do the right thing, and I won't smoke again. That's no problem for me to not smoke again. I won't, other than that, I've been following my probation rules. I've been texting my probation officer. I have not committed any other violations. I've been going to school on time, and I really apologize to the court. I'm sorry. I apologize to you. And that's it.
You know something? So I'm sitting there listening to your mother, and man, understand something. You will never, ever possess the right to break her heart. You just don't have that right. Normally, an easy thing for me to do is to accede to the people's request. If I accede to the people's request, you're not out. You don't graduate. Everything becomes a whole mess. But it also seems that if I let you out, you can't seem to follow the rules or do anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about it. And I'm going to decide what I want to do. But you're not leaving here today, Mr. Allen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to revoke your bond. You sit there and you think about it. I'm going to set a bond hearing 4 o'clock on Monday, 4 p.m. I'm setting 4 p.m. so you can get into the building. Ma'am, you get to work. You get here. We'll be here. We'll wait for you. Okay? We'll finally have somebody that's waiting on you as opposed to you waiting on everybody else and everything falling through. But what you're going to do, young man, since you can't seem to understand what kind of life you're kind of headed to, you ever been in jail?
Yeah.
For how long?
They put me in here for 4 days.
On this case, Judge.
Well, you're going to be back in. And then when come Monday, you might just stay in. You have nobody to blame for this but you. So at this time, defendant is remanded. We'll see you on Monday.
Guys, this one was rough. The kid came into court acting like it was no big deal. But after hearing the injuries, the weed charge before court, he needed humbling. Judge Simpson handled it perfectly. No drama, no sugarcoating. He just told it straight. That's why I respect him. He keeps it real. Even with the mom crying and the lawyer making excuses, the judge stayed focused. Honestly, even a week in jail felt like the bare minimum. But what do you think? Did the judge go too easy? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.